Afternoon, everybody. Each year, the president of the university is invited by the Faculty Senate of Florida State University to speak on the state of the university. This year, President McCullough will be giving this address to the Senate for the first of what I hope is many times. Last year was our first ever remote address, and I had hoped it would be our last one. Unfortunately, we are still contending with the pandemic, and I felt it was in the best interest of our university community's health that we have a remote address one more time. I'd like to welcome members of the President's Cabinet today who've joined us, the distinguished faculty who are present, and First Lady Jay Vardakar. And of course, welcome to everyone who's watching remotely. And now, please welcome the 16th President of Florida State University, Dr. Richard McCullough.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be with all of you today, and thank you all so much for being here in person, and I appreciate those who are joining us virtually. And I appreciate the introduction by Professor Chicken. Thank you for your leadership. I appreciate all that you do for the university, serving on the Board of Trustees and as the President of the Faculty Senate. I know that you put your heart and soul into it, so I really do appreciate it, and appreciate all your wisdom and counsel since I've been here. Well, I'd like to first start off by thanking my wonderful wife, Jay, who's here, for being such an outstanding partner. I owe all of my success to you, and I'm happy that we're doing this together. I know all that you know. I know that you all know and will agree that she's an amazing First Lady. So thank you for being here. I'd also like to thank the Florida State University Board of Trustees Chairman Peter Collins. Peter has dedicated a tremendous amount of his time as the board chair to Florida State. He has been incredibly supportive of me and the university. He is extremely curious, and he's interested in making the university better, and he absolutely loves Florida State. Arguably, there may be no better Noel. So, thank you, Peter. I truly appreciate the board for its leadership and their dedication and wisdom during this transition. It's been very smooth in part thanks to the Board of Trustees. I want to especially thank Tazzy Jean-Vier, who's not here today, but she's our student representative on the trustees, both at the BOG and with the Board of Trustees, and she's an amazing person, does an outstanding job representing our students. I want to thank her for her leadership. I also want to thank my senior leadership team for their amazing dedication and the support and wisdom they provide to me every day. I could really not do it without all that they provide, many of whom are here today and some that are joining us remotely. I was very proud to come in with that group and work with them on a daily basis, and I've learned so much from them already here at the university. I'm also very happy to see our new provost, Jim Clark, who's here. I've already enjoyed working with him tremendously. He's a highly experienced academic leader. He's already providing a strategic vision, wisdom, and innovative thinking to the university, and I've already benefited from his ability to problem solve, so thank you, Jim. He is really a terrific partner, and I look forward to working with him as we move the university forward together. Finally, I'd like to thank the Faculty Senate for this opportunity to come before you and the honor to tell you about the state of the university and deliver my first State of the University address. And I am here to report today that there has been truly outstanding progress at the university over the last 5 months. Although we'll talk about the entire year, I like to refer to it as the last 5 months. And so I would like to report that the state of the university is excellent and is improving. I'm really glad that we're here today to celebrate these accomplishments of the university and look forward to what we can achieve in the future. Let's take a look at a few of the highlights from 2021 as shown in this video. That was awesome. So I'm very proud of the university community for everything that we've accomplished during the pandemic and for the tenacity and resilience that we have as a university and all of you bring to the table, our students, faculty, and students. It's really remarkable. This has not been an easy time. We have asked our faculty to step up and roll out curriculum to go from in-person classes to hybrid and online and flex options. And we asked them to do that at a drop of a hat at the beginning of the pandemic. This is not easy. This is not business as usual. This required extreme hard work from our faculty and instructors to deliver a world-class education to over 45,000 students. And it's because of their dedication and flexibility and hard work that we were able to deliver to our students. And I have to say, they are the core of making our students successful. Thank you. I want to thank the amazing staff who cleaned the classrooms, provided technical support, continued our public health campaign, offered student services, not to mention COVID testing, vaccination, contact tracing programs. It really was a remarkable effort, and I want to take a moment to thank Vice President for the Administration and CFO, Kyle Clark. I know he's out there somewhere watching, and I want to thank his team and Kyle for all they do, the heroic efforts that they made to help us and keep us safe. So thanks, Kyle. We've been through a lot, you know. We persevered, we've continued to work, and worked on thriving. We as a university are competitive and continue to strive more and more toward excellence. That competitive spirit that we have here at Florida State University reverberates throughout our classrooms, our labs, our studios, on the field, the pitch, the course, and the gym. We are Florida State, and we are moving forward in excellence. You know, I joined this university more than halfway through the year in August, and I've had the incredible honor to build off of the foundation that was provided to me by President John Thrasher, Provost Alec McCullough, of course the team, faculty, students, and staff. But all of that is what we're building on, and that I don't take lightly. The achievements that were made before me were remarkable, and we benefit and stand on the shoulders of giants as we take on these leadership positions. One of the reasons I was attracted to Florida State University is because its rapid reputational rise and its commitment to student success. Public universities are engines of social change, and as a product of a community college and a public university, I wanted to be a part of that. I was so impressed with the way the university rose from 43 in the 40s to become one of the top 20 public universities in the nation. And they did that primarily through putting student success center to its mission. In the fall, I was very, very happy to hear that we had again ranked 19 among public universities. And although the number was the same, the universities that we were tied with in the past had dropped down to 20, and so we stood alone at 19. And more importantly, we rose three places among all universities. This is remarkable, and I can tell you that it's clearly just an exponential rise, and we were able to do that. It's my goal to continually work to improve our university, and in October I submitted 10 goals to the Board of Trustees, and I'd like to talk to you about those today. One of the goals is to make the university rise up into the top 15. That is an audacious goal for us. Eventually, we hope to get to the top 10, but to rise toward being one of the top 15 public universities in the nation will be audacious. And I know we can do it, and I got a great team and a wonderful group of FSU faculty members and family to work with, but it will take hard work, and I'm dedicated to doing that. We also want to make progress toward membership in the AAU. That also will require a lot of work for us going forward, and I want to dig into some of those details here today. We know the rankings aren't everything, but they're reflective to the outside world on how we're doing. Families, students, parents, the legislature, prospective business and community leaders look at these as a snapshot of the quality of education and the quality of research that we do here at Florida State University. It reflects not only on the amazing discovery and innovation and research, but the scholarship and artistic creation and performance that we produce. So it is important that as we strive forward, people take notice, and as they take notice, our academic reputation increases and improves every day. To achieve the rise in these rankings, we will need to work on a number of areas. Our perceived academic reputation is something that we need to work on. We need to increase our faculty resources and financial resources per student. Let me focus for a moment on graduation rates, which is one of the key metrics in our rise in the rankings. That has been one of the major drivers in our rise in the rankings, and it continues to be an area where we have been very, very successful. Our current freshman retention rate is 95%. That is among the best in the nation. Our 4-year graduation rate is 74%. That is the best in Florida and a record for the state. And more importantly, I took a look on my way down here from all my notes in my interviews, and it was better than all the top universities in the top 10 from 5 to 20, other than one. So we are already doing better than the top 15 public universities, and we can do more by investing more resources in our advising, and we are starting to make that investment. We are very proud that we have eliminated disparities in our graduation rates by race, ethnicity, and income level. This is not a trivial matter. I have to tell you that our success in this particular area has been recognized at the highest levels. We just won the APLU, the Association of Public and Land Grant Universities, Degree Completion Award in 2021 for recognition of our comprehensive efforts to support all students in earning their degrees. This is the top student success award in the entire country. We could not be prouder of our team. This success leads to and begets more success This year, we have received 69,000 first-year applications for upcoming admissions, 21% increase from last year. These are direct measures of increasing quality and success. This is the reach that we have as we continue to succeed, and we are starting to realize that success. Our continued trajectory to building one of the nation's most diverse and robust talent pipelines is vital as we move forward and increase our quality, and our selectivity becomes higher. We will continue to invest in expanding our Presidential Scholars Program. It's one of our top academic programs in the entire university. We're going to work and already are increasing funding for our nationally recognized CARE program, our In Concord Scholars Program, and supporting initiatives to ensure career and graduate student success. A lot of people from across the university can be credited for our student success. It's not a few people that are involved. Everyone from student affairs to university housing, Seminole dining, these provide services to our students, a home away from home. And they provide so much to our students. If you go and meet the individuals who work at the university, you will hear story after story about how they welcome our students and serve as, mentors in so many ways. Our faculty who inspire, nurture, and mentor our students are also vital, as well as our staff that work in the departments. But I want to focus today specifically recognizing the Provost's office, and Sally in particular, who I know you're out there, Sally, watching, and undergraduate studies for the work that they do in partnership with the college across the university, advising, guiding, and supporting our students. So I'd like to recognize undergraduate studies Dean Joe O'Shea, who's here with a few members of his team, and I'd like to ask them to stand and be recognized. Thank you for all you do. When it comes to academic reputation, we're working hard to promote the success of our faculty. And at Florida State University, we have some of the best in the world. Our faculty are internationally renowned and are already receiving top recognitions. I'd like to take a few minutes to recognize a few of them. Dance professor Jawale Willa Jozaler, you may have heard, won the 2021 MacArthur Fellowship Award in recognition for her lifelong work devoted to using the power of dance and artistic expression to celebrate the voices of Black women, promoting civic engagement, community organizing. The MacArthur Genius Fellowship is one of the most prestigious recognitions that you can receive as a faculty member, and we are so proud of her to be the first professor to win this award, an achievement that really demonstrates the power and impact of the arts here at Florida State University. MagLab Chief Scientist Laura Green was among President Biden's first appointees to the PCAST, the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology. Dr. Green is not here today because she's busy advising the President of the United States at this very time. So congratulations to Dr. Green, and thank you for your service. Richard Liang is the director of the High Performance Materials Institute. He's been named as a fellow to the National Academy of Inventors for his innovative work on carbon nanotubes and other composite materials. Professor Liang holds 36 patents and is one of the leaders in this work on carbon nanotubes. Our faculty are also attracting major grants to conduct groundbreaking research. Last year, Florida State University faculty brought in $325 million from federal, state, and underfunding sources as measured by research expenditures at the university. We have looked at our trajectory for this year, and there's every indication that we will end with a record year in our research funding. Examples of our faculty success include a $16 million grant by the National Science Foundation to build the next generation powerful superconducting magnet at our amazing Mag Lab and a $14.5 million grant from the NIH, National Institutes of Health, to foster faculty diversity in health, sciences. So we are very, very proud of those great successes. We have examples of faculty success in the arts and humanities, including English professor Maxine Montgomery, who is here. Maxine, please stand, rise. Maxine is one of my friends on the faculty. I don't have many friends on the faculty yet because I don't know them, but I'm working on it, and I've just been so thrilled to meet and know her, and she's amazing in every way. Her grant is from the NEH, which is the National Endowment for the Humanities, for her work to digitize the work of award-winning American novelist Gloria Naylor, and develop a model for engaging Black women's literary archives. If you know anything about the NEH, you will know that it's much harder to get an NEH grant than it is to get an NIH grant. And so it's very, very competitive. So congratulations, Professor Montgomery. We're happy that you could join us today. Our faculty achievements are due in part to our fierce commitment to excellence, academic freedom, intellectual debate, and unfettered scientific inquiry. These are core values that we hold dear and will continue to fight for. One of my major goals is to build initiatives at this university and the infrastructure and support that's needed to attract more research dollars. One area of focus will be to attract more National Institutes of Health dollars. The university has a rich history of bringing large amounts of NSF work, National Science Foundation work, because of the great and amazing research that goes on at our National High Magnetic Field Laboratory. That to say, though, we have a huge opportunity to increase our support from the NIH through our life sciences research. The NIH has a budget 5 times larger than the NSF, and building capacity in the area of life sciences and medical research will be something that we will focus on. One example of that would be our Health Data Science Initiative and our expansion of medical research. Our expansion of medical research will probably be in partnership with TMH, for example, and we are laser focused on building our infrastructure and supporting our faculty in this area. Together with the provost and the deans, we're working hard to develop these new initiatives and support the faculty with infrastructure, staff, and everything they need to be successful and competitive. We also plan to expand our programs in many areas of the humanities and arts. We already are building initiatives in a number of areas. Provost McCrory has been working on developing a Center for Indigenous Studies as one example. And she's been incredibly excited about doing that, and she's made tremendous progress. And I'm really excited about building that as a program. But that's only one example of what we're doing here and what we can do. The infrastructure that we have in many of the areas here at the university is astounding. Our work in magnetic technology, science and technology, sounds narrow, but actually is the forefront of science and quantum science and engineering. And initiatives in quantum science and engineering will be vital for us to take leadership in this emerging area, which promises to revolutionize the computer industry by making computers much smaller and making information much more difficult to obtain through the ability of secure networks. In addition, you may not know, but we have one of the most amazing dance facilities in the entire country. It's unbelievable. The facilities that we have there are beyond anything that I've ever seen. And it is a tribute to our amazing dance program. So as we build capacity, we have amazing things that already exist here, and we have things that we need to build upon to make this an even better university and attract more research funding. We will need to do that by hiring more tenure-track faculty members. Tenure-track faculty members not only allow us to teach the growing numbers of students that we have at this university, but attract more research funding. We have been very aggressive at announcing and launching searches here at the university. We have 169 active searches for faculty positions currently going on, 114 of which are tenure-track faculty positions. We will work to increase those financial resources to support the faculty that are already here, but also grow the faculty that we will be bringing in. That comes with additional cost as well, including building that research infrastructure and including things like building research administrative support for them going forward. We will create opportunities for our faculty and students to bring their ideas and research to the marketplace. We are currently working on creating a new policy for university spin-out companies, and we'll look at our tech transfer processes with the goal of increasing the number of university startups and our impact in licensing. Last year, we had 51 patents and 23 licensing deals, which is actually pretty good relative to the research portfolio that we have at this university. But we only had 2 startup companies, and that's small relative to our peers. We should be 5 to 10 startup companies a year based on licensed technology. So it's an area for us to improve upon. We don't have a policy for spin-out companies at this university, and we're working on one now, and we will build that, and then use the leadership pulpit to promote our expectations that people will want to do innovation and startups at this university. Both the provost and I have a background in creating companies, and we will champion that with vigor, because as Jim can tell you, you'll learn more from starting a company than almost any other thing that you will do in academics, and it's really quite amazing. Increasing the number of startups coming out of Florida State University will not only create jobs for the region, but also creates wealth and could perhaps be transformative to this region and the state of Florida. We also have the hidden agenda to keep our graduates here in the state of Florida. This is an amazing place to live, and we want to create those opportunities for our students. Florida State University plays an outsized role in our economic development and economic impact here in the region in the state of Florida already. We contribute $1.5 billion in direct revenue or expenses into the economy. $1.5 billion, not a small number. We play that role, and we embrace that role of really working to build the economy for this region and for the state of Florida. We are so fortunate that we have places like our College of Business and the Jim Moran School of Entrepreneurship that are playing a big role in enhancing our entrepreneurial culture already at Florida State University. I think you know the college was established with a $100 million gift from the Jan Moran and Jim Moran Foundation, and despite being only in its 5th year, its college undergraduate program was just ranked number 19 nationally by the Princeton Review and number 1 in Florida. So we're very proud of the work that's been done there. Strengthening our commitment to entrepreneurship and expanding our research programs are part of Florida State University's strategic plan and core to our mission as a major and leading research university, a place of innovation and discovery where we pursue knowledge, solve problems, and create a better world. We not only help to make this world better through all the things that we do at this university in research, but also through creation, the arts, scholarship, and our ability to advance diversity, equity, inclusion. We have work to do in our effort to become a community that's fully committed to inclusive excellence at all levels. We're actively working on implementing the recommendations of the President's Task Force on Anti-Racism, Equity, and Inclusion, and have formed DEI implementation teams that report directly to me. Luckily, I can depend on my friend, Professor Maxine Montgomery, to lead that as well, and I'm so grateful that you're doing that. But we are not at the talking phase. We are at the doing phase. So, thank you. These efforts are part of building a community where everyone feels safe, valued, supported, and everyone is treated with dignity and respect. We have made strides in this area, as indicated by Insight into Diversity Magazine recognizing Florida State University's effort in higher education excellence and Diversity Award HEED for its 8th consecutive year. In addition, the publication again named FSU a diversity champion and recognized the FSU College of Medicine with a separate award for its commitment to diversity and inclusion. We are pleased with these recognitions, and we find them to be a start in our pathway to excellence. I want you to know that our commitment to protect members of our community from any type of harassment is vital to us being a university. Any type of harassment, including sexual harassment. I strongly encourage members of this community to report harassment. I have to tell you, I have a long history of being on the investigative side of sexual harassment in my 30 years in university life. And one of the biggest issues, other than it being much more pervasive than you might imagine, is that there's a gross underreportment of these things going on. I've been involved in situations where people have known about harassment for decades, well known, and nobody ever reached out to the anonymous hotline to report it. If you make that report, we will investigate. We will not hesitate, and we will take disciplinary action when people are found guilty. So this is very important to us, and it's very important to the provost, to my team, and it will be important for you to spread the word, to let people know that they must let us know when these things occur. We have bold and ambitious goals, and we're going to pursue them while staying true to the values that make Florida State University such a special place. You may have heard me say that we're going to make changes to Florida State University without changing Florida State. So that will be important as we build things here. One of my other goals is to build a leadership team here at Florida State University. And as you know, I've hired a new provost, a new athletic director, a new chief of staff, and we're currently looking for the next president, vice president for research, vice president for advancement, and president of foundation. We have other work to do. We're looking for a new dean of engineering. We're looking for our joint college with FAMU. We're looking for a new dean of medicine. We'll be looking for a new dean for the College of Social Work, I suppose. And we'll be adding a new marketing position to boost our communication efforts and enhance our national reputation. So while we've made a good stride in building made a good stride in building my team, we're not done yet, and we have more work to do. I want to thank our current VPR, Laurel Fulkerson, for her great work and her dedication to the job. I've really enjoyed working with you, and I thank you so much for your service. I'd like to thank our Vice President for Research, Vice President for Advancement, Interim Vice President for Advancement, Andy Janji. Thank you for your dedication and excellent work. I appreciate both of you for what you do and your friendship and dedication. We will work on increasing and improving our fundraising efforts as part of my goals. We're working to expand our network of alumni, friends, and donors and connecting them with all aspects of the university to understand what the donors are interested in terms of what they want to give for. Many of you have been involved with me already in talking with donors and traveling to other places to meet with them as we prepare for our upcoming campaign. The First Lady and I have had a wonderful time visiting alumni groups in Atlanta and Boston. We always find people who say two things to us. They love Florida State University, and their grandfather, grandmother, their mother, father, all 9 of their children all went to Florida State University, and all their grandchildren will go there too. So it's just amazing, the network of alums that we have at Florida State University. But we need to do a better job of asking them for money to support our ambitious goals at this university. We've worked hard this year, and we've raised $50 million so far into fiscal year, and we're deep in conversation with multiple donors for not only 6, but 7- and 8-figure gifts that could be transformative to the university, and we hope to hit on some of those. We have landed multiple gifts while I've been here, $4 million for a distinguished chair for the law school, gifts to support our students program, a couple of gifts to the Dedman School, hospitality, pretty significant gifts to the university already. So we're off to a good start, but there's more to be done. The university, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is underinvested in the staff that's needed and the infrastructure to do what we need to do in this area, and I'm dedicated to do that as we build upon our goals in that area. I've been meeting with lawmakers at the local and state federal level to also garner support for Florida State University and to make sure that the state knows that their return on investment with Florida State University is outstanding. Everyone that I've met at the Florida legislature not only understands the value of Florida State and what we bring to the region and knows that we're the state's most efficient university, but also love Clay. So those are the things that we hear every time we go. People love Florida State University. They know that we're efficient, and they know that we do amazing transformational things, and they love Clay. So thank you, Clay, for all you do. I don't know if you know, but Florida has the #1 higher education system in the entire country. And our governor and our legislatures are absolutely incredibly proud of this fact. And Florida State University plays an outsized role in our impact on being the #1 state university system. And I guarantee you that they will continue to support us, because that is a goal of theirs, for us to maintain that #1 position. And every time we talk with them, the support that we receive from the legislature and the governor is really amazing. Jay and I have had the distinct pleasure of meeting so many people at our house and had dinner with them, and I have to tell you, it's been some of the best in the top 5 of the things that we've done here is having dinners with some of our state senators and legislatures, and they are amazing people and truly, truly supportive of the university. The 2022 session has begun last week, and we continue to seek funding and operational support so we can climb in the rankings and seek AAU membership. So this support that we get, especially recurring, but also one-time dollars into this university, are absolutely transformative. The amount of money that we receive from the state, which we probably don't think about it that carefully, but when we talk about raising a $4 million gift, we are incredibly excited. But when we receive $100 million from the state, we should be, much more excited. The math's too difficult. And so I should have used a whole number, 10 and 100. 10 times more excited. But we are so happy for the transformational things that they do for us. In this legislative budget request and other asks that we have with it to the legislature, we're looking for money to support the infrastructure at the Mag Lab, support our continued efforts at the engineering school, which is joint with FAMU, money for our veteran students, supporting our research infrastructure and facilities to take us to the next level. Again, we're so grateful to the governor and the Florida legislature for all the investments that they make, and we look forward to a successful legislative session. We're going to continue to grow our relationships with not only state and legislative officials, but also with local officials, and establish partnerships within the community. As we want to grow our innovative agenda here, we need to have close ties with the city and county commissioners and the mayor. Mayor John Daly has been an amazing supporter of Florida State University, a good friend to us. We look forward to our innovation agenda with him, but we also look to do things that are really amazing that are not related to creating jobs necessarily in the region, but are about sustainability. We just signed a new deal with the city of Tallahassee, where we're going to draw upon the city-owned solar farms that will double the amount of solar-generated electricity the university uses over the next several years, making 30% of the campus energy consumption coming from solar power as early as next year. So that's really remarkable for a university. We have a lot of other things to do at this campus, including building on the campus infrastructure. I have audacious goals that even scare me, but I am holding my feet to the fire, and I will make sure that I do everything I can to accomplish these goals. We want to construct our interdisciplinary research and commercialization building, which will be on our already vibrant Southwest campus, which includes the Mag Lab and the College of Engineering, an Innovation Park, and we are looking forward to getting that building built. We're looking forward to the opening of the Student Union this summer. This transformative project will result in a magnificent facility that will make a huge difference in our students' lives here, and it sits in the heart of campus. If you haven't toured what's going up there, I highly recommend you to do that. It is really, truly remarkable, and thanks to all the leaders who have done such a great job at seeing this project through. We aspire, that should be I aspire, but we aspire to start the construction of a new business school building. And I, every week, every 2 days, every day, think about, I want to build the new business school building in Legacy Hall. We are very active in conversations for fundraising and other methods to get the resources so that we can put a shovel in the ground in September to be the administration that builds the new business school. That will be transformative to our business school to take us to the next level, and especially in our graduate programs. We already have amazing #1 risk management program, real estate programs, and this building, the structure for business schools are core and vital to their rankings and attracting those students. So we really need to do this. I want to build a new football-only facility. That's another project that we've been working on, and we really hope to finish and get off the ground this year. And a new life sciences medical research building that we'll be able to have perhaps physician scientists in the future doing research that will lead to a tremendous increase in our research expenditures here at the university. Ambitious indeed, but I would have to say certainly probable. In athletics, and I'm getting toward the end here, so bear with me, but I wanted to talk a little bit about our success in athletics. In athletics, we continue to be amazingly successful. I can tell you that Jay and I are huge fans. We love watching and rooting for the Noles. We were in California to watch the women's soccer team win the semifinals and finals games, win the national championship. Our team was the very best of 333 NCAA Division I teams in the nation. Congratulations. Absolutely amazing. And amazing women and amazing coaches. So we are so proud of them. Our women's softball team was runner-up to national champions despite not being seeded in the top 4. And came very close to winning a national championship. This year could be the year for us to win it all. And so we're huge fans already. We started watching in May when we were interviewing for the job. I have to tell you, one of the most exciting parts of being the president and first lady, though, is being at Doak Stadium and rooting for our football team, especially on to victory. We are so excited about the football season starting again and being there and rooting our team on. We had one of the best top recruiting classes in the nation, and we are so excited about what Coach Norvell is going to be able to do in our next season. I could go on and on about the accomplishments in our athletics. It really is just too many to name, and our amazing student athletes. But I'll finish by mentioning that I was lucky enough to meet and have dinner with men's and women's golf teams last night and boosters. Amazing group of individuals. And then left that meeting and went over to the Tucker Center and watched our men's basketball team beat number 6 Duke. I have to say I didn't stay the whole time, but I did wake up very often and refresh my phone until they finally won. But I was able to stay through most of the second half. So it was an amazing game, and it just shows the fight that our student athletes have, and we're very, very proud of them. It was really, really exciting. I'd like to close by thanking all of you for welcoming Jay and I into the Florida State University family. Again, you chose us, and we've been welcomed into your family, and you've shown us amazing support over the last 5 months, and we thank you so much for that. You know, I came to Florida State University because I believe that we can make this one of the very best public universities in the country, and we're building upon Florida State's incredible momentum by tapping into our competitive spirits and relentlessly pursuing our goals. And together, with the First Lady, we are going to work tirelessly to make that happen. I have to tell you, I am extremely optimistic about the future, and my heart is in the work. So thank you all for the chance to speak with you today. Go Noles.